Yeah, welcome for patient for PC. We're very patient today because we received a an email in on the Twitter.
Uh,
Is that right?
woke, woke up to something nasty in the inbox this morning, and that's not because we work for Microsoft, but we're just such devout gamers that they keep us on the list anyway.
Let's take a look at this email.
Yeah, the background is we've all known this is coming for a while. Microsoft is not delivering for gamers, and they're trying some new things. I think the CEO was hired like a year ago or something like that,
Last year, yeah, at
and
least.
yeah, she's got some new ideas, some new radical business ideas to get Xbox back on track, to get Microsoft back where they need to be. So um, I think that this email should detail some of those ideas. So why don't we just go ahead and dive right in? Why don't you read it for us since you're scrolling?
Sure. It says, this is an important email that I sent today, Asha sent today to all employees at Xbox. Team, we are beginning the most significant restructure in Xbox history. After careful consideration, I've made the difficult decision to reduce our team by approximately 3,200 people throughout fiscal year
All right, I
2027.
gotta stop you right there,
Yeah.
Asha. What do you think she means when she says careful consideration? What do you think?
They
What does
ran the
that mean?
numbers through an AI,
They
and the
ran the numbers
AI
through
said,
Copilot.
here's how many people
Yeah,
you can get rid of to make your money you need, and also not have the most outcry.
yeah.
They did ask the AI to weigh that. I think
You
you
think
know.
so? Yeah, after spending many, many tokens on careful consideration, we've decided exactly these 3,200 people are the ones that are dragging us
And how
down.
many people is that out of the whole,
I think they
approximately?
said here somewhere that it's about the whole thing is about a fifth
Hmm,
of Xbox, so about
20% or so.
20%, something
Jeez.
like that. Yeah. All right, go ahead,
This
Asha.
will
Sorry.
include approximately 1,600 role eliminations today, and in addition, the number four studios will leave Xbox to renew to new management. I
Now, I
re-
just want to put a couple flags on the ground right now. Number one, I'd like to know, okay, so 1,600 today, 3,200 by the end of the year. I hope that the remainder of those 3,200 people don't do a lick of work through
no, usually they,
FY25.
yeah, they probably won't. That's true.
Um,
They probably won't.
next thing I want to know, four studios which will leave Xbox to new management. How many of those studios were studios Xbox bought in the last 5 years? Because I know they went on a little bit of a shopping spree, started picking up everyone they could, and I really wonder, is it just another blatant symbol of corporate blunder that so many of them were shut down and now these are being cut off so Xbox can try and save its money?
Oh, I don't know if that's fair. I'll stand in for Asha. I'll play Asha's
Okay, okay,
advocate.
okay. Yeah, what do you
I
got?
think this is just, I don't think those people were making the right games. They weren't. This is Xbox's new vision. They were making live service game. I'm really going to try here. They're
Yeah,
making
yeah,
they were making live service games before, and they weren't. No, some people would play them, but they weren't a
yeah.
commercial success. Now they're going to buy some more. We're going to buy some more studios and try to make some different games, and we're going to have to let all these other people go,
I would
Mr.
ask the
Internet.
question, who decided to make the live service games? Because I don't think that all
Right.
these little
The
studios you
board,
bought
Mr. Internet,
were.
that would be the boardrooms
Yeah, okay. So
that was the
how
old
many
management. This is the new management, and
how many of the 3,200 people you're letting go are on the board? That's what I'd like to know.
zero. I would have to
Yeah,
guess. The
yeah,
AI
that's not a
said
good
zero.
percentage. Yeah. All right, Asha, keep going.
Where were we here?
Two sentences in, I think. Yeah.
I recognize that a year-long restructuring creates additional challenges. Unfortunately, it is not possible to make all the necessary changes in a single day, and I wanted to be direct about the scale.
That doesn't sound direct to me very much. I don't know what those two sentences mean.
Yeah, that's all just gobbledygook right there. I know
Yeah,
this
I
is
agree.
painful.
Ouch. It is
These
painful.
these changes will directly affect people who have poured their creativity into building Xbox. Many joined us
True.
through the acquisitions, while others were recruited here or sought us out because they loved this industry and loved Xbox. Today's decisions
No,
do
I
not
don't think
reflect their talent or dedication. So they're not being let
who loves
go.
Xbox.
So actually, I have to. I misunderstood. This is not about the games not selling. The games were great and they were so creative.
Yeah,
It's just that, but the acquisitions thing was true. They acquired, the old management acquired too much, and now it's called trimming
and
the
we
fat.
and
They're
we
trimming the
recruited too
fat.
much because too many people love the Xbox and this industry
Too
too
many
much.
people loved us, and we didn't have enough hearts to
Now, I
pump the
always
blood.
wonder about this. I always wonder about this. Okay, so imagine I work for Xbox and I work really, really hard, and I'm not, I found out today I'm not part of the 3,200. Okay, great. So, you know what that means? Like more pressure on me. I got to work harder. I got to deliver. I read this email and I say, okay, today's decisions do not reflect the talent or dedication of the employees. So
That's
you're
what she
telling me
said.
you kept me, but it's not because of my talent or dedication.
Not at all.
So, so what was it because of? Why did you keep me then? Should I
What
continue to
department
be
are you in?
dedicated?
No, no.
I'm on the board.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Oh,
board.
oh,
Yeah.
you're doing just fine then, sir.
Yeah.
But you are asking too many questions. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. I think they looked at which groups of because obviously they didn't just pick it randomly. I don't think
I don't think so.
they
Of
saw
course
what
not.
they could literally trim off as much spending as they could, and because they overexpanded, they took on way too
Yeah.
much, and none of these development studios are here to stay,
But I
and
really think
it is a
you read
shame. It
between
is a
the
shame.
lines, you see what's happening, and you read a line like that, and you think like almost certainly like, yeah, this careful consideration was some automated process of identifying who was valuable, who was overpaid, so on and so forth. That seems ridiculous
Not
to
even
me.
overpaid, I don't think. They're just seeing like it's because there's plenty of people that are going to stay there that are overpaid.
I agree with that.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
for sure, for
it's
sure.
it's just like what are we just going to just ditch basically, and that's what these companies these like Sony. I don't think Sony did it as much as Microsoft did, but Microsoft just ate up all these little
They
companies and
sure
did
did. They
nothing
sure,
with them,
yeah,
and worse,
yeah,
ruined a lot of them. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. They could have been making a game
they
they
could.
wanted instead of a live service.
It's almost like it was by design to weed out the competition. You know what I mean?
Literally, literally, yeah. So now Asha's coming in to clean up.
So maybe hopefully she will be better, and this is something that they really do need to do to
I
survive,
agree with
and
that. It
maybe
does.
hopefully they will do some better things. But if they just start gobbling shit up again, then it's going to
I
be just
think
same
like
old boss.
let's reserve the answer to this question until we're finished with this
Yeah.
email. But I think we both agree Xbox is not in a good place. There has to
Mm.
be a change.
I don't know if there's
Let's
ever been a worse time for them. Yeah.
right. Let's think about this at the end. Like, do you think does reading this give you faith that they're on the right track? And don't answer that
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just think about it.
Our business today is not healthy.
Hey, that's what we were just talking
Jesus.
about.
Our
Yeah.
business today, yeah, we did not, I did not read this before
Me
now.
neither. Me neither. Yeah.
Our business today is not healthy. We are operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than comparable platform and publishing businesses. I'm assuming she means Sony and Nintendo, right?
Probably there's other
Platform
publishers out
meaning a
there too.
console, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe Valve even. I don't know.
We entered Gen 9. Damn.
We're in Gen 9.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's like as many
Wow. Who
Pokemon
counts like
gens.
that? That's how you know she's not a gamer.
We entered Gen 9 with a smaller install base and a higher cost structure. To grow, we bet on Game Pass, multi-platform, and a broader portfolio of content. Game Pass is was the short-term gold rush and the long-term
Exactly.
barren field,
Exactly. Yeah.
and it had overreaching consequences into much more than just Microsoft. I think
Yeah, I mean,
it's a
let me say
plague
this.
on the entire industry.
I had Game Pass. I remember signing up for Game
I
Pass.
had
I
like a
remember
month
I
free too
played,
at one point.
yeah, the Outer Wilds. I think
Hmm.
I downloaded it to
We
play
played a
something
few
else.
games. Yeah.
And then they told me, okay, cost of Game Pass is going from $1 to $25 a month. And instead of me being like, well, shit, I mean, I love Game Pass so much, I'm addicted, I'm going to pay, I just canceled it and moved on.
Right.
So I think their like bet there that it would work like Uber or Netflix or whatever was just wrong because they didn't have the games, you know?
Well,
It's
what
like what
they
are the
and
Game Pass exclusives that you would
that's
pay up for?
right. That's what. that's what the real issue is, I think, is
Yeah.
they ended up spending more on these exclusivity deals. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure they paid Todd Howard a ton of money for the
Right.
Starfield, or maybe
Starfield.
he paid them. I really don't know. Maybe they paid each other. You
He's on
know,
the board.
right? He's on the board now. But I think, but it didn't last, right? Especially with other ways that you can do to get games on a virtual
Yeah.
thing, and there's other subscriptions. Um,
Right. I agree. No hits.
do.
No Game
While
Pass.
those businesses have created meaningful value, they did not grow at the pace we expected. Oh my God, I could be Asha, literally. I'm glad I'm her
Yeah.
advocate. As that
You should
happened,
fire whoever was doing the expecting. That's what I would say.
the speculators.
Yeah,
As that
exactly.
happened, our core business weakened, and we added more teams, more investment, and more time, hoping for a better outcome. And now the industry is facing the most severe hardware crisis in its history. We must reset Xbox. Good pun.
Now I like
Nice
that. I
pun
like
there.
that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
like the
Right.
little.
Yeah, good pun there for
Now,
sure.
is there a reset button on Xbox?
That's a good question, actually. I don't
I
know.
don't
I
think
never
so.
owned one myself.
Yeah, I don't think so. That
But
was the
yeah,
problem.
the chip thing, can't blame anybody on that, in here at least.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely, absolutely. But that's
that's
just,
that's the market,
right,
baby. You know.
exactly. It's just more on top of their troubles. It's not the genesis.
All right. First, we will reset our content portfolio. Since
Halo,
2018,
Halo 5, baby.
what's that?
Halo 5, right? They just announced a new
Right. Since 2018, we have aggressively expanded our studio portfolio, while the number of games created each month across the industry now outpaces the last 10 years combined. Let me digest that a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, what is the
While the
statistic?
number of game we have aggressively expanded, while
Our
the
studio
number of
port.
games created each month across the industry outpaces the last 10 years combined. Okay, so that's what Jeff was saying at the
More
Jeff's.
games. More
There's more
games are coming
games
out
now
every
than
day.
gamers to play them. Yeah, right, as
Right,
Donkey
sure. I
said.
believe that. Yeah.
Um, We now find ourselves competing not only with the largest publishers, but also with small independent studios that we can't consume.
Yeah.
It is neither possible nor desirable to own every great independent studio.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
that's
she's
like,
like,
what were you thinking? Yeah.
you sure? I
Yeah.
have hope. She's got a lot to clean up, and it's not her fault
Yeah.
that
I agree with
she's here
that.
to clean it up. I got to keep
I agree with
reminding
that.
myself, but it is laughable to start now. But someone's got
Yes.
to do it. It is we have also learned that we are not the best home for every type of studio. In a typical year, we lost 64 cents for every dollar we invested.
Wow,
In a
that's
typical
pretty
year,
bad.
for which ones? How many typical
Yeah.
years?
What were the bad years?
All
That's what I
right, what
want to
were
know.
the good years?
Yeah.
As we reset Xbox, we will help independent creators succeed by providing open development tools and audiences to realize their vision. So
What does that really mean?
that just sounds like we're going to continue, uh, you know, buying companies. That's
It doesn't sound. I mean,
I'm
it sounds
being
like probably
cynical,
they
but
will have some. I mean, it sounds a bit
they're leaving the door open, is what it sounds like.
vacuous. Like, yeah, I just don't really know what that means. Will help create open development tools and audiences. Like, how
And how do you
are they
create an
just?
audience? Yeah.
They just mean we'll have people who own. We'll keep getting people to buy Xbox, so then you can sell your game on
Oh,
Xbox.
help audiences. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
That's more just crap. That's the AI
Yeah, just exactly. Just
fizzing out
feel.
on you.
Yeah, that's nothing. All right. Okay.
Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions. I guess those are two studios.
Double
Not
Fine is Psychonauts, I think, which I never played,
and
but people
Compulsion
love
Games.
that game.
Yeah, I gotta play that one day.
Yeah. Let's see
Don't know
when
what Compulsion Games is, but
Compulsion. Let's see. Come.
they will return to management and transition to independent studios with their IP,
Oh,
catalog, and runway for their next games. So,
Compulsion Games made the classic 2018 survival horror game We Happy Few. You can't forget about We Happy
I
Few.
almost forgot about it, Mr. Internet.
Definitely do not
So,
forget
well,
about
that's
We
good
Happy.
because they will keep these studios will keep their IP and their catalog and their runway for their next games, but they will transition to independent studios. So that's a good thing, right? Like
Yeah,
they're gonna
I
get
wonder.
independence or whatever.
I mean, like, I think independent studios do have a bit of a tougher time because they're like, we need to make our own money. If they're owned by Microsoft, they can just say, hey, Microsoft, we need some more money, and they'll probably get some. But I mean, like, these guys probably, I would be interested to know from the perspective of like these, especially like these high profile ones like Double Fine, like what do they lose now? What do they lose by being under Microsoft's guidance for the last 7 years?
Right,
Uh,
right. What were they not
says
allowed to do?
right.
You know,
Yep, exactly. They were picked up in 2019, it says,
that's a
is when
long
they were
time. It's
bought.
almost 10 years now. Yeah.
And it looks like they put out a couple games. Psychonauts 2, of course, I know that one, but these other games I've never heard of. Keeper, Kiln, a Pottery Party Brawler. I know, yeah, it's
Don't know those
that.
ones. Yeah.
That one sounds like a board member's idea, you know. Uh,
Pottery.
Can someone make me a game about my favorite vase?
So we got Ninja Theory and Undead Labs have entered terms to join new ownership with funding to compete and grow Senua and State of Decay 3. Okay, so those are
Okay.
games that are going to come out. In
I
France,
want
Arcane's management, or in France, Arcane's management is beginning required consultation with its works council to review potential strategic options. Okay, I don't,
France
that's
probably has some like, you know, rules about what
mm,
happens. So
works
maybe the government
council.
has
Yeah.
to weigh in.
We are also making uh, reductions across other units, and in some cases, shifting investment to focus on higher priority projects.
Ooh, I would love to know what those are.
Board
The
member
Elder Scrolls
ideas.
6.
These
Yeah.
changes vary in size across Activision, Bethesda, ZeniMax, Blizzard, King, Mojang, and Xbox Game Studios. None of our first party publicly announced games or projects are being canceled as part of these reductions. Thank God. We
Not
never thought that they would, but yeah.
doesn't bode well for Banjo 3 though, gotta say.
In addition, Mojang and King. I know Mojang is Minecraft,
Yes, I don't
and
know
I
what
don't
King
know
is.
what King is though. They will report directly to me, Asha. These two studios have increasingly become platforms and are largest bi-monthly active players. They bring critical geographic, demographic, and differentiation to Xbox. Yeah,
King
what's
is
King?
Candy Crush.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
taking,
Okay.
I'm gonna save
Thank
the company by
God.
taking direct control over the
I'm
Candy
gonna
Crush
call my
operation.
mom and tell her right now. Yeah.
Yeah, very
Second,
good.
we will reset our platform. What was the first one? We were going to reset our content portfolio.
Hold on. Let me step back 1 second.
Yeah.
Mojang and King will now report directly to me. These two studios have increasingly become platforms. What does that mean? What is a studio? How does a studio become a platform? My understanding is a studio is
Yeah.
somewhere where a
This
game gets
word,
made.
this P word, platforms, just is
Platform for PC?
that's just a
Is that what you're saying?
boardroom word now. And she forgot that she stepped out of the boardroom, I think.
These
Ooh,
two studios have
platform. Yeah,
increasingly become
platforms.
platforms, and they haven't become platforms, they've increasingly become platforms. They're more platforms than they were
More
before.
players.
More platforms, more
More
players,
players, and
more
eventually a
patience.
game a game
Nope.
becomes you get so many players in a game, Mr. Internet, that it becomes its own platform,
It
like
becomes its
like a
own platform.
Roblox or a Minecraft. That's
Gotcha,
honest to
gotcha,
God.
gotcha.
I'm memeing, but I'm also doing my
You
best.
might be onto something. You might be onto something. Okay. And now we're on to platforms, which will also be reset.
Right, we're gonna reset our platform. We know that great technology gets better when it gets simpler, not bigger.
Are you sure you know that?
That sounds like an old school Nintendo thing that they would say. Today, in
Right.
some parts of the company, work passes through as many as 14 layers of management.
Whoa.
Our platform teams are 40% larger than there's that word again. Our platform teams are 40% larger than they were at the start of this generation. Even at generation 9, well, what does that mean? The start of
All
their
right, you are
generation,
lost in a miasma of numbers
I'm
here.
not boardroom
9,
certified.
40, platform, player,
Our
studio.
platform teams are 40% larger than they were at the start of this generation, even as our player base and playtime have declined. So
Playtime's down, platform's
but
up.
yeah, but boardrooms are up. Yeah, what's a platform team? I don't know.
Team that
That
works on Candy Crush, of course.
that complexity has slowed decisions, blurred accountability, and made it harder to deliver for players.
Now,
As
there's
we
nothing I hate more than blurred accountability.
as we
Because I'm
reset,
saying someone made all these decisions. Put a name.
that's
Is
the
it Matt
old
Booty?
management. Yeah, that's
Is
the
it
old management. Yeah, so wait,
Matt
where does
Booty out
Matt
here?
Booty come into this? You said Matt Booty was part of
I
this.
I heard that Matt Booty is the puppet master.
Was he part of the
I
old
heard.
guard? Was he
I think
there
so. I think so. Let's check it out. I don't
because
want to
we
be
yeah,
throwing slander on his name or anything like
or was
that.
he hired with the Asha team? That's all
He
I want to know.
he really looks like a guy whose name is Matt Booty.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him. As we
I
reset Xbox, we will simplify.
Let me add him onto LinkedIn
I
real
don't
quick.
that's the most confusing paragraph so far. There's a lot I don't understand about that.
I get the broad sense of this, which is that there's too much bureaucracy
Yeah, I get that part.
and it's slowing things down. And I can certainly see how that's true. I would,
Trimming the
if
fat.
if if
Yeah,
this really is what's happening, that seems great. That
yeah.
seems great.
We will reduce management layers to no more than 5 and
How'd you come up with that
and
number?
where possible 3. So yeah, I'm not boardroom certified, and I don't know what the hell that means. Yeah, how many
So
bosses you
I know
have?
one.
Because
Yeah, exactly.
is that
Yeah.
what they mean?
I
I
think
could
how
see.
many I think it's how many bosses there are between the lowest level employee and God.
That's good then.
I think,
That's a
yeah,
good thing.
so it's
You know,
it's three.
these are
I
good
would
things.
like to know, okay, so Candy Crush is going to report directly to Asha. Asha reports directly to Satya, and that's it, right? That's three, right? That seems
Well,
pretty good.
that's in the best possible case.
Right,
I
sure,
mean
where
that's
possible,
just
where
when
possible.
they're ordering lunch and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right,
That's
right.
not going to be. And I don't. That's craziness. We will deliver success through a flatter organization that is built around makers, individual
Love Maker.
contributors focused on building, player coaches. This is AI crap, dude. This player
It's worse,
coaches,
man. It's worse. It's just like this.
leaders who remain deeply involved in the work while developing their teams, and directly responsible individuals, DRIs,
Yeah, our eyes.
who own key decisions and outcomes. I just lost a year of my life reading that sentence for sure. That was just boardroom crap. The AI they're running out of tokens.
No, this is what corporate people actually sound like. Now, I want to put a bet. I want to put a bet. So we just read this paragraph and we learned an acronym called DRI. I would like to bet that that acronym does not show up one more time in this prose.
Mm. Yeah, I have to take, I can't be that big of an advocate for Asha. We will streamline how we work across our tools with cleaner code base, shared services, and 50% reduced vendor spend.
Yeah,
That's about the
only
only thing
one
concrete in
Coca-Cola
the.
from the vending machine per week. DRIs. Okay, if you're a player coach, you can have one and a half.
Third, we are resetting how we operate. As Xbox grew our headcount, we became more fragmented. Teams, studios, and functions often operate independently, and it
Mm,
became harder to work towards a shared goal. Make the
mm.
right trade-offs and get things done. You're just repeating yourself here. The bureauc,
Truly, 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 and it's so vacuous, right? There's nothing. Oh, we're gonna get things done.
it was hard to get things done. That's right. For the
That's
first
one thing
time,
we were unable to do.
we were establishing a chief operating officer with end-to-end P&L responsibility across content, hardware,
Hard warm.
platform, and services.
Hard form.
The P&L at yeah, who is the chief operating end-to-end P&L responsibility officer?
That's got to be Matt Booty.
No, I think it's Helen Shang.
Oh yeah, you're right.
She's been promoted to this role and will report directly to me, Asha. Over nearly 2 decades at Xbox, Helen has helped build some of our most important businesses from Xbox Live to leading Mojang and the Minecraft franchise. She will
That is the one
bring
thing you guys got.
That's what they got. Well, but they didn't make it. They just there was like their one thing they acquired and it didn't die
Right.
because
Exactly.
Minecraft
Exactly.
is kind of like a pretty genuine fundamental kind of game. She will bring our businesses together under one operating model, making sure we make clear investment decisions, learn from our successes and failures, and hold ourselves accountable for results. So this lady that's been there for 20 years finally gets to come out and start. I'm happy for her. I am happy for Ellen.
I totally disagree with that because it's like you have 50,000 studios. You look at them all failing everywhere and you go, okay, Minecraft worked. That means the person in charge of Minecraft knows how to make them all work.
Bada
Wrong-o.
boom, bada
It's
bing.
that Minecraft is just, stick of dynamite. It just works for some reason. You didn't do anything
You forgot
for it.
about that she was part of the Xbox Live team,
We all, yes, okay,
mentioned
yeah.
vaguely here.
Yeah, yeah, right. So this does not seem wise to me. Obviously, I don't know exactly what Helen Chang's skills are, what her record of accomplishments are here, but just seems stupid, you know? It's like if you roll 1,000 dice, one of them's going to come up the way you want,
I
and then
think
you can't just pick
I
that one and roll it again and say it's definitely going to be a 20.
I think Minecraft was just too, like I said, too much of like a fundamental creative game for anybody to easily fuck it up anyway. It could have been Helen, it could have been anybody, as long as they
That's what I'm
weren't.
saying.
Yeah, right. As long as they
That's what
weren't
I'm saying.
trying to kill it, it's just keep it the way it is, and that's what
Yes,
they did.
exactly. Exactly.
Thank
You
you.
know, if you, on the other hand, you told me she was directly responsible for casting Jack Black as Steve, that's another different story.
They didn't mention that there, but I think
You read between the lines, you
right.
know.
That if she's part of Mojang, then yeah,
Jack Black has a platform. He
yeah,
is.
Jablinski Games.
That's right.
Thank you, Dave McCarthy, who is retiring after 17 years with Xbox. Dave has played a defining role in building the platform that millions of players rely on every day, and has been a trusted partner through many of the biggest moments in Xbox's history. We wish
You
him
know,
all the
Dave is
best.
the one who told them to buy all those studios. Buy
Right,
all
see
of
you,
them.
Dave. Yeah, I
Thanks, Dave.
wonder what he's involved with. These changes are about a bigger future for Xbox, not a smaller one. The next decade of gaming will be larger, more global, and more creative than anything we've seen before. This year, we'll invest as much in Xbox as we ever have. But this time, we won't lose 69 cents on no. But we'll invest with greater focus, greater discipline, and greater clarity all in service of making Xbox where the world plays and creates. I want Xbox to be one of the few companies that entertains more than a billion people each day, like McDonald's, and gives everyone the opportunity to create and connect. I know we can achieve this goal. Xbox has many of the most beloved franchises in entertainment history, talented studios around the world, and we will continue to grow to wait, no way. And we will return to growth in 2027. Thought there
Yeah.
was a typo at the end there. History is full of companies that mistake longevity for inevitability. We will not be one of them. Asha.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what anything in that last paragraph to comment on. I mean,
Well, who's Dave McCarthy?
Dave McCarthy,
It's about the only
he's came
other
from
loose end.
EA Sports.
Well, they were popular and successful, I would say. I don't know why
That's
he's.
true.
They
That's
still
true.
make those. Well, not EA. Maybe not the EA one. No, is like Madden EA. Yeah,
Yeah.
all those games are EA.
He
Yeah.
looks, I don't know, he doesn't look great, but I can't learn too much about him. I don't know.
Yeah. EA is good
Yeah,
enough for
okay.
me.
So I want to say, first of all, one thing, we did not see a return of the acronym DRI. So absolutely no reason to include that acronym here. Did not
DRIs.
did not need to know that you have an acronym for the word directly responsible individuals. Does not make it seem more real or anything like that to me.
Yeah, that whole part was just crap there. Player coaches,
Yeah, it's just stupid stuff, and it's
flatter organization.
just gonna be more managers. They're gonna get rid of managers and then say, well, who's gonna
Makers.
manage? We need managers. We don't know what to do without them. So okay, yeah, let's get back to the fundamental question here. We all agree our business today is not healthy. Do we think that the plan laid out here is going to return them to relevance?
Depends on.
There's three resets happening.
No, the resets alone are not going to do anything. They need what might do something is if for some reason they a really good game comes out and it's only on Xbox again, and maybe that was the only reason they were successful at all is because
I
there
mean, I
used to be
believe
exclusivity.
they probably thought the same thing when they decided let's just buy all these studios because we have more money than anyone. If we just buy all the studios, then we increase our probability of getting a hit. You know.
Yeah,
Whereas I think there's maybe some sense to that, but it did not work. And they, in fact, like you mentioned this earlier, they took some studios and actively made them worse by being part of Xbox, or at least it seems that way to us, right? It's like Double Fine. Did you really need to be making Pottery game? Is that really the one that was going to showcase like your studio's particular proclivities, the things that made people love Double Fine Psychonauts in the first place? So
and
that one, I think, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
if the focus that you're saying in your public email that is like not even what the probably the real truth of it is that
Yeah,
you're making sure that Minecraft sticks around and Candy Crush, that's pretty bad. I
right, exactly. That shows me
good
a
enough for
true
Minecraft, but yeah,
resting on
Candy
your
Crush
laurels, lowest common
mobile
denominator
game,
type approach, right?
like
It's
how
like,
I wonder how much of their development is like and their resources go to mobile games like Candy Crush.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And hey, if it makes money, that's awesome, but it's like that is not inspiring when I read the last paragraph about more creative gaming, more global.
yeah, that's all bullshit. Crap.
Yeah. It's like that doesn't Minecraft and Candy Crush doesn't say that to me.
This is a Yeah, this to me sounds like, and again, no fault to her, but this just sounds like defeat. You're admitting defeat.
I kind of agree with you.
It's
It's
just
like, she knows that she's in a shit position because all these people made these terrible decisions before her, and it's like, well, we got to do something. This is what we do. We cut, we flatten, come up with some new acronyms, hope for the best.
yeah, definitely AI used in this email at some points, I think.
The biggest marker to me is the fact that I'm going to say it again, they included the abbreviation DRI
Yeah, that
while
this
never,
paragraph.
ever referencing it again in the email.
hmm Yeah, this was kind of the giveaway here.
So let's also remember, well, okay, this is interesting. So, the first thing she says is that this is an email for employees at Xbox. Okay, fine. But then she also shared it. So this is two things at once, right? This is for employees and it's also for the public.
Right, right.
So if I'm an employee here,
They all got the same thing at the same time.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
crap.
so.
They
It's
sh-
like, does this, if I was an employee, if this came from my employer, would I feel, yes, okay, this is right? I mean, I think there's
well,
some
are
things
you
in here
part
that
of
I
the
definitely would.
1600 or?
I'm, yeah, I'm thinking I'm not fired.
Right,
How does it
right,
make
right,
me
right.
feel? We already talked about this thing
It's
where
not
I'm
good.
not fired, and they say,
Yeah.
well, it had nothing to do with your work. So, okay, I'm taking a vacation then. The thing that I probably do like, it depends. It depends. If I'm a manager and I read we're going from 14 to 3 layers of management, I don't know. Maybe I feel good about that. Maybe I feel bad about that. If I'm a maker, a player coach, or a DRI, I don't know. I feel like I got a lot of pressure on me now.
Yeah, I don't think those people exist. But if you are one,
But
good luck.
you think they're just
That's ju-
AIs
yeah, no,
who run on
that's all
GPUs?
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't even I think that's all just fluff language for the managers that are already going to be there,
You might be
and
right. You might
they're
be
just
right.
rebranding them for
It is
shits
just
and
like
giggles, honestly.
corporate speak,
Yeah,
building,
big time.
makers.
Yeah, makers. Oh, there's going to be makers and doers, and and then the people that aren't, and those are the 1600.
That's right.
Those
That's
other
right.
people
No.
were not makers
Help
and
me
doers.
understand. Is Helen Chiang a maker, a player coach, or a DRI? Which she closest to? How about Dave McCarthy?
Helen Chang is um, probably a game coach or something. There was a
Game coach? Yeah,
yeah.
game coach. Yeah, that sounds right. I, yeah, I could see that. All right, so final verdict. Do you feel good about the future of Xbox after
No,
this public statement? No?
no. She's
Yeah.
gonna do her best, but it's just too late, I think,
Yeah.
and
I think, yeah, you got it right when you said this is like, how do we clean up our mess? Xbox has made a big
nobody
mess, and
can.
we're so big we've ruined huge arms of the industry. And here's how we might think about saving a little bit of money after doing all that.
Yep, and this is the best way they can soften the blow and to prevent taking
Yeah,
as much damage as they can. So
yeah. Well, it's a good thing neither of us care about
that's
Xbox.
right. Yeah, I don't play on Xbox. All right. Till next time, don't take any damage, Xbox. See ya.
See you later.